Hey guys, um, today I've got another pick a card for you. Um, we're going to be talking about what it is about you that draws people in. What about you is alluring? What parts of yourself magnetize the people in your life? Why people want to get to know you? Why they stay in your life? What about you is magnetic? So pile one, we have the Amethyst. Pile two, we have the Apatite. And pile three, we have the Purpurite. I channeled some songs and some messages for you guys beforehand. And then I also just pulled some random cards that we'll get into. Thank you for being here. And I will see you at your pile. All right, pile number one, you're the Amethyst. It fell on my face when I was about to say it, so like you might quite literally just like hit people in the face. Like with your presence, they're like, whoa, who's this? So the two songs that I channeled for you are Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac and Babygirl by Sugarland. You make people feel like everything's going to always be all right. People are really drawn into the fact that you're able to read in between the lines, that like you get what they're saying without them having to over-explain themselves. People like that you're a homebody, you're very comforting, and like you really make people feel rooted. You make people feel like you are their home, that like they can come and just be at home with you, come back to themselves. You're really trusting and hopeful. You've got a beautiful laugh, and you're incredibly loyal. Like you stick by the people that you love. You're kind of a little bit the quiet type, or you can be, but it's only because you're extremely reflective, introspective, retrospective. You're just a really good observer, and that's how you're so good at reading in between the lines. I was hearing something about, or like I was thinking something about, jazz and saxophones. I don't know if you were like in jazz band, or like if you really like jazz or the saxophone, some Marvin Gaye. But like people really feel like you're an old song, or like a classic song that they just want to play over and over. You're very timeless. Got a very timeless, beautiful essence to you. And it comes because you're so honest. You're just so incredibly honest. That makes you so trustworthy. Like people's emotions for you kind of sneak up on them because they realize, wait a minute, this person's beautiful, and I like just trust them and I feel at home with them. Uh-oh. They just realized that like you are so much more impactful than they realized. You might give long-lasting kisses, but your lips definitely leave like a memorable like imprint on people. People watch you like on social media and out in public, honestly, and they make kind of like mental notes about you. Because they don't want to forget you. They just like have this need to remember something. And people really like that they can have like a lot of fun with you, but it's like a childlike innocence fun. You lift other people up because you just want to see them sparkle and shine, and that makes them feel amazing. You're very good at noticing beauty all around you, within others. Some people might think of you as like a happy little hippie. You're definitely someone who keeps like a diary full of memories. Like, you don't forget your memories. You hold your memories deep inside of you, and that's why like other people want to remember you. You're very good at like just, you'll pull up details about people and they'll be like, oh, yeah, I told you that. You're ever enduring despite people's attempts to overpower you. Like, no one can push you down. You might like to dance in the mirror when you're alone. That's just like a side note, but you're not necessarily like a party girl. You're much more like mature. You've grown out of that like party girl phase. We still know how to have fun. You're very empathetic to people, animals, but also especially the environment. Like, you might really hate waste. You might really hate destruction. You might care a lot about Mother Earth. Yeah, you might have studied environmentalism or environmental engineering or like environmental law, things like that, or like geology. You don't like to listen to the news too much because you're very sensitive and it really brings you down. But because of that, like, you hold this very high vibrational frequency of that's very different from the chaos of the world and all the fear. So people are really drawn to that because it's, comforting in amidst these times. You're very patient. You're constantly transforming. And people really don't want to lose you. Like, people hold on to you. You're a great storyteller. People love listening to you. You kind of have the status in like in the people that can view you on a somewhat regular basis, like, of an otherworldly woman. And it's because you're willing to see everything with new eyes. Because you know that good things come in due time. That good things take time. That you plant a seed and you allow it to grow. You have a very soothing voice. You may have suffered a lot throughout your life, but you're still just like happy-go-lucky and joyful. In fact, it probably only made you happier eventually. People are like, what in the world? People take their time with you out of respect. They want you to know that you can trust them, and they want you to build that trust for them. But you're so strong and unbreakable. You're irreplaceable. And you probably have a very nice apartment. You may like getting day drunk. But like, other than that, like, you're not like the type to go out clubbing. Or maybe you are, like, in a specific time. But like, just like drinking a cider on the beach, or like a glass of wine on the beach, or a mimosa. Like, you might like brunch. I like brunch. I support that. You don't gossip. You don't like drama. You don't talk bad about people. And you're always the one that's like the first one to offer to bear other people's burdens. Because you just want people to be happy, even if it hurts you sometimes. And like, because you know that even if that hurts you for a little bit, you can raise yourself out of it. It's a selflessness, a true, authentic selflessness that's not from weakness. It's not from not being able to set boundaries or codependencies. It's from strength. It's because you know that you can quite literally alchemize and transmute that burden, that energetic burden, into something higher. You know that you're strong enough to do that, and it's not going to be some huge thing for you. You're really inviting, and you're good at giving instructions. You might like road trips, deals, like thrifting. Like, you get excited like when you get a good deal on something. Like, you love thrifting because it's like, reduce, reuse, recycle. Like, money is the root of all evil. Like, that kind of deal. You make your dreams and other people's dreams come true with love. You might like shiny things. And you really don't want people to worry about you. You have a really good relationship with your parents, and you're a really good writer. Yeah. So that is what I had channeled for you. Now let's look into what this book says about the crystal card. Oh. Yeah, and then I'll read you the cards that I pulled first. So, the Lady of the Sacred Earth. And she is known as Rhiannon. That's why I kind of channeled that song for you, I'm not going to lie. But I still find it very relevant. The Sacred Earth, like, is wild. Like, you are very earthy. You're very down to earth. You're very stable and, like, loving and comfortable. Like, people just feel comfortable in your presence being themselves. You might have been like a horse girl. You might have ridden horses, but like you're very warm and bright and sunshiny. You might be the lad of the sacred earth or the lady of the sacred earth. I don't know. Or the non-binary of the sacred earth. Whatever you are, whoever you are, you're of the sacred earth. In a very elegant type manner. Steadfast and strong, stable. Like in a horse's stable. You stomp on fires to put them out. You've got your moon and your sun sign like very well integrated. And I also pulled some archetype cards. And for you, we got the angel. You help those in need with no expectation of return. We've also got the hermit. Seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life. Serves personal creativity. And then we've got the femme fatale. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. You're very independent, but you allow other people to lean on you, you know? And you are very protective of your energy. And you're probably very creative. You just like to express your emotions. And you're only going to let yourself do that in places that you feel like it's safe. So you're cultivating that safe place within you. But that doesn't stop you from helping those people that are in need without expecting anything in return. Because the more you help people, the more you feel helped inside. Okay. Then let's talk about the Amethyst. It's number 17. And this is a healing crystal. It's all about inner peace. A powerful protector, purifier, and natural tranquilizer. You have a calm mind, or you calm people's minds, and you balance out the extremes. You might be the person that's always like, okay, that seems like worst case scenario. Like, why don't we replace that with best case scenario when people come to you with like their problems? You have an addictive personality, and you've made a concerted effort to overcome such behavior or obsessions of any kind, and you avoid overindulgence. Balance work and play. You are prone to excess in both. You understand the hidden causes of compulsive actions that bring peace. You hand your will over to your soul, and you allow your spirituality to flourish. You've released self-defeating programs. You do not rely on others. You create anything you set your mind to. You're shrewd in business dealings. You pay attention to your family. You give very honest verdicts, very balanced. You look at both sides. You maintain your integrity and you let the universe decide. You let go of craving because you know that it leads to inner freedom and creates well-being. Your frequency is exceptionally high, especially in the third eye and crown chakras. You're on the path of developing an unshakable inner peace. And You might be Aquarius or Pisces, sun, moon, or rising, but definitely sun and moon. I'm getting heavy, like Aquarius, Pisces, in like the sun and moon areas. Maybe like a Libra, like rising, or like a Taurus, very Venusian. Yeah. So that's all I have for you, Pile 1. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And I can't wait to see you again soon and read your energy. Comment down below, say if any of this resonated. I'd love to hear from you. Bye. All right. Hi, Pile 2. My Apatites. It reminds me of like the ocean, like the water and the sand and the waves. I channeled some messages and a song for you, and then I pulled some cards, and then we'll look into what this card has to say about this crystal. So the song that I channeled for you is Fresh Eyes by George Ezra. It's like, I got these fresh eyes, never seen them before. Yeah. You're a dragon of youthful power. You're not afraid of new beginnings. You might be a good photographer. You're very knowledgeable. You're kind of, people think of you as like a traveler living the dream, or they feel like they could have that lifestyle with you. You make your own path. You bring light and joy into every heart, everywhere you go. You express joyful freedom and innocence that, when given permission, transforms every heart that you touch. Every heart that you touch. If they allow it, it changes it. You're the classic hero. You're the classic hero or heroine. I feel like I might have pulled a card that said that. That's why I just like looked down. I can't remember if it's for this pile or the pile after, but if it's for this pile, I might scream. I won't scream. But you're a seeker of truth, okay? You're very helpful. You're in touch with your inner child. You're very playful. You stick by people's sides. You always root for the underdog. People want to go on long drives listening to music with you and stargazing. You kind of give off like a 50s vibe with like the diners and like a glass bottle of Coca-Cola and, you know, put another dime in the jukebox, baby, like drive-in movies, leather jackets, like classic cars. Those like poodle skirts. You're a romantic. You're a classic romantic. You're very lyrical, very like poetic. You're very lyrical. Like, even if you're not musically talented, or even if you don't write songs, even though I feel like you probably do, just the way that you live your life is something out of a song, out of a Beatles song. You see people for all that they can be, and you try to make them see it too. You're sweet like honey. You live from your heart, and you remind people of simplicity and childlike joy. You're not a player at all, so like girls like you. And it's because you want to go with the flow. You're in touch with your emotions, and they're grounded because like you realize your inherent value within. You don't need to repress that. You're kind of a jokester. Your eyes are like golden. Like, they're just like, they make people feel warm when you look at them. I think you have an amazing singing voice. I was hearing something about that. Like, you got like a whole singer-songwriter, like romantic type vibe. The song your soul sings is full of joy and wonder at the delight of being free, and it holds people spellbound. People forever feel your powerful influence in their lives. even after they've met you. Like, they will always remember the impact that you had on them. They feel it. You allow people to feel something long forgotten within themselves. That sense of, like, people may refer to it as naivety or ignorance is bliss, but, like, it's not that at all. It's just freedom from limitations. You make people feel imaginative. Like, it's safe to, like, just hope for the best. You're very well balanced. Your love is never wasted. You always find ways to fall in love with all the people around you, and you're not afraid to tell people that you love them. You see the value in telling people that. You're not afraid to express that. And you probably have very good style and an extremely unconditional heart. I'm thinking like trench coat, like pea coat vibes. And like leather boots. The cards that I intuitively pulled for you were the son or the daughter, just the child in general, which really goes with that innocent child energy that we've got here. And like there's a dragon on it. You're a dragon of youthful power. People know they can rely on you. People trust your advice and what you have to say because they see how happy you are. They see that you're a warrior for the light. You're a warrior for the light. You're like, come together right now over me. You might like the Beatles. But also like music from that era, like 60s vibe, just like happy hippie, like make love not war. Trickster. You transcend convention, stuffness, and predictable behavior. People don't know what you're gonna do next. You're like a little magician. Always got a rabbit up your sleeve or something. You're a healer. You have passion to serve others by repairing the mind, body, and spirit. You have the ability to help transform pain into healing. And I literally said you were a warrior, and now I have a card that says warrior. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. Like, you really fight hard to not be an egotistical person. Like, you really are humble. You try to have humility. You're a very hard worker. You're very determined. People feel very, like, secure and supported in your energy, for sure. Okay. Then I'm going to read the Apatite card. Okay. It's about acceptance, and it's a healing type crystal. Apatite works at the interface between consciousness and the matter to let go of what is outworn in your life. Exactly. You're not afraid of new beginnings. You clear away confusion or guilt. You accept the truth about yourself. You know that you are a complex being with credits and deficits. You recognize these without judgment. You move away from aloofness or social alienation, and you show others who you truly are. You use your perspicacity. You have much to offer by way of service as you access insights for the collective good. Got a lot of truth. You're inspired. You discern truth within. You recognize what is real in your world, and you restructure reality constantly. You're not deceived by false fronts. You see what's beneath. You've developed your metaphysical perception, and things are improving steadily. You understand that circumstances are merely learning opportunities. You know that it's time to be of service to others, and that it's time for you to teach what you know, because your intuition knows what's best for you. You've got a very high frequency, especially in your root chakra and your third eye chakra. You're on the soul path of discerning the truth within. You might be a Gemini. You might be a Cancer. You might be a Pisces. You might be a Sagittarius. You might be a Leo. Yeah. People just really appreciate having you around. Sweet like honey. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Comment down below if any of this resonated. I'd love to hear from you. And I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3, my Purpurite. I channeled some messages for you. Oh, let me not light them on fire. That would be awkward. I also channeled 2 songs for you. Respect by Aretha Franklin and Not Afraid by Eminem. You're a visionary. You're a mover and a shaker. You're a vision seeker. You're not afraid of your inner self. You're very in touch with your dark and your light side, and you've integrated them. You've done your shadow work, and you use your shadow in tangent with your light. You're able to go into the underworld and fight and bring back what is useful. Knowledge, truths, spiritual truths. You're who I'd call to like help me hide the evidence of like a crime. Like if I thought like a murder was being pinned on me or something, like you're who I would call. I just know that you would know what to do. You're very photogenetic. People think that you look like really good in photos. You're a great manifester. You never front. You're a no BS kind of person. Like you walk the walk that you talk. You're a very ancient soul. You can see interconnectedness between the worlds. You see within and without, and you combine it into wisdom of the universe. You're able to sense danger, face it fearlessly. It's because you're not afraid of the dark and the void, because you've faced all of that that's inside of you. You're an extremely good communicator. You're a traveler and you're a guardian. You're a friend to all, the spirit realm and in the physical realm. You don't stereotype people. You see beyond what people present themselves as or their labels. Animals love you. You take people on a journey into the heart of the realms of wonder. You have a presence that commands respect because you respect all. So people feel drawn to respect you. You're everything that people need. You can sense what people need, and if you're able to do that for them, like you are that. You're not afraid to take a stand. You want everybody to come take your hand. You cultivate a space of togetherness. You're always offering people a hand. You're in touch with the other world. You might take part in interdimensional travel. You're very, very, very intuitive, probably psychic. And you're in touch with like spirit, your guides, your ancestors, deities, lots of history, cultures. You ground spiritual truths to earth, and in doing so, you're lifting it higher. You're connected to stars, planets, maybe astronomy, astrology. You might be very interested in it. You might be a starseed. You see through people's mind games. You know how to set boundaries and take care of yourself. You look for rainbows and rain and ponder on the beauty of an earth made new again. You're very cleansing. You want to be the best you can, and you see that rain is needed to cleanse, to become the best. And what's the best? Freaking rainbows. You are rainbow, sunshine, glitter, unicorn, You're a fairy tale prince, princess, enchantress, enchanter. You've got a lot of power, and you use it to guide and cleanse. Pulled some cards for you from Celtic mythology, in light of it being almost St. Patrick and St. Bridget's Day. The Walker Between Worlds. This card is where I channeled a lot of my messages from. You see beauty in sadness and sadness in beauty. You are both polarities at once. Oh. I've also got some archetype cards. You're the gambler. You have a willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. You might have a beautiful afro. Looking at this card. I swear I didn't look at these before. You are a seeker. You have a thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are, and you'll walk through the valley of the death. You'll walk through the desert to find it. You'll take the heat. You're a hero and a heroine. You've got a passion for a journey of empowerment. You'll climb mountains to know yourself and to see the inherent value within those parts of yourself. You meet people in the middle. Compromise. Very good at compromising. Okay, let's read the Purpurite. This is one of the interactive crystals. It is the Curse Clearer, and it is 4/4. The Curse Clearer, extremely effective for psychic and aura protection. Purpurite grounds high-frequency energy, harmonizing the physical body to the new vibration. It helps you to break away from self-destructive or self-limiting behavior, energizing the physical and mental bodies. It overcomes tiredness, apathy, and despondency. You've done all of that. That's why people like this, that you have the same energetic feeling that Purpurite does. You offer people psychic and aura protection. Old habits and patterns, including those inherited from your ancestors, may have kept you mired in the past. Subtle energies of ancient curses or ill-wishing were affecting you. And it may have been personal or passed down through family, but you might have been in a place where you were open to mental influence from others, and that's why you are so committed to self-empowerment through seeking the truth, your own personal truth. You are your own hero, your heroine. You're open to new ways to heal. You protect yourself appropriately, but you're not overly defensive. You're still open. You're still vulnerable. You're very careful not to inadvertently offend anyone, and you always make reparations when you can. Or if you can't, if you know it would be dangerous for you, you send unconditional love and forgiveness without needing to know why or where. You just send it there. You know that the past creates the present, but that the past can be repaired, and therefore the present be healed. You've got a very earthy frequency to you. You're very connected to your past life chakra, your soul star chakra, your stellar gateway chakra, and your root chakra. Your soul path is to be a lineage breaker. Definitely some Virgo energy. Some Virgo energy, some Gemini energy, some Taurus energy, some Pisces energy, some Aquarius energy, some Aries energy. Yeah, that's really what I'm feeling. You're very attractive to people, especially people that need to be loved, because you're very good at giving it. You're very divine. You're very connected to spirit. Thank you for everything that you do for the collective. I feel the love. I got tingles all over. Even on my head this time. Thank you. You're a blessing. And I love you. You really do magnetically draw in all that serves you and repel all that doesn't serve you with unconditional love and forgiveness. Thank you for watching today. That's all I have for you. And I will see you next time. Bye.